Hello guys, we'll see if this works this time. Let me know if this is working. Wouldn't even let me upload the thumbnail for this, so I had to go with a couple cards that came out in the pre-shuffle for the live a few minutes ago. So let me know if you're here. Gutted, we had like loads of people waiting and stuff. I don't know what was going on there, but if you're here, let me know in the comments. Thank you for coming back. I have no idea what was going on with that weird like ringing and stuff. Oh, hi Lindy. Never had that before. Like up if you're watching, guys. I'd really appreciate it. That was really weird, you know? It was like a really weird like ringing, piercing kind of scream almost. But you know what, ringing in your ears is like sign of awakening and things, and the Judgment card did come out here. So these divine masculines may be going through this awakening just now. Thank you all for coming back. Jen, welcome to the Royal Fam Members Club. I was going to say Jen and Karen, thank you so much for becoming members during the live. Hi, Nikki, ghosts. Oh God, don't. Guys, before we even get into the reading, well, just to say, if you just joined, I've got the members only chat enabled. So this is kind of a members only live to chat to me. So if you'd like to participate in the live, you can click on the link in the description box or the join button next to the subscribe to become a member, and you can chat in here. You can become a member like while I'm live as well. Yeah, but speaking on ghosts, I mean, I've never seen a ghost. Let me know if you guys have, but I do feel like people around me a lot. And in the last few days, I keep feeling like I see someone out the corner of my eye. It's really freaky. Yeah, it's just strange, like standing at the doorway. So I don't know how I would feel if I actually ever saw a ghost. I don't know if I'd be terrified or not, but I do feel them around me a lot. So let me know if you've ever seen a ghost. I'd be interested. Everything you were saying was repeating on my end. I know. I have no idea. There was like an echo. It was like this judgment horn here. Really strange. So, my loves, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give the video a wee like. I'd really appreciate it. And yes, let's just get into this reading. So we're taking a look into divine masculine, secrets of like divine masculine. Let's expose what's going on with this group of divine masculines. What are they not saying? What's going on with them that you may not know about and things. So I'm going to start off with Rider-Waite. So as I said in the pre-shuffle, we got the Six of Swords and Judgment, okay? So, a major awakening from this group, like I said. Hi, Naney! Oh, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, hold on. I don't even know if I've done this right. Have I done this right? I think I've got the members only chat on. Do I, guys? Oh my God. I'm having severe technical issues today, but never mind if it's not. It doesn't matter. Severe awakening going on here. And Six of Swords can be about travel as well. And I discovered on one of my last readings, a lot of my divine feminines actually have masculines who like work with boats and things as well, which I never really thought about before. Oh, sweet death, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you for the blessing. So your divine masculine may work with boats as well, but it's about movement forward. It can be travel, you know. So secrets so far here, these divine masculines may be thinking about taking a trip to you, and they haven't even told you about that. You know, it's almost like getting this urgent call to jump in a boat here, or however they may travel to you, jump to see you, basically. They're really getting a lot of push from the divine, from source here, about which direction they should be going in their life. So let's see what else comes out here. But there does seem to be, behind closed doors, Thank you so much, sweet Death. That's so kind of you. Thank you, lovey. Thank you so much. There does seem to be this like strong kind of inner pull, this inner guidance towards you to close emotional distance and maybe physical for some of you, but really getting this push. I'm feeling this like push, you know, getting the angels in their ears saying like, come on, you got to wake up here, you've got to like resurrect this connection, you've got to become closer, you know, you've got to go where you're supposed to be going, divine masculine. So let's see what else we get here. I'm so sorry for the technical issues, guys. I'm supposed to have this on members only chat for my members. I may try and do that. I just feel bad for the members here. Can I even do it? Doesn't matter. I guess it's meant to be like this. But next time, lovies, it'll just be my members chatting. I don't know why that wasn't working. All right, let's see what else is going on with this group of divine masculines. Lives here. What's the secret? What is the untold truth? What do my divine feminines watching need to know? What's going on in these DMs' lives that they don't know about? Okay, death. Whoa. So yeah, there is a transformation happening here. Okay, death of the old ways of this person and resurrection of the new. Okay, so there's very much a new start happening here. Okay, so some of you could have been in a committed relation. WAP. I just saw that comment there. A committed relationship with this person, and there was, you know, a breakup here. Could have been quite a bad breakup here. But I always feel death, this is Scorpio energy as well, by the way, is about releasing like a lot of toxicity as well, I feel, this person. Even the horse here is like, you know, moving forward. Feel this group of divine masculines actually making a lot of changes within themselves. It's kind of like going from the darkness of this death card to the kind of light of the angels here. Well, yeah. I was just about to say, it's like devil and angel here. Oh my god. Yeah, the Capricorn energy here. Yeah. All right. So if you have a divine masculine who did or currently maybe still does have a lot of toxicity around them, like drinking, you know, to excess, alcoholism, substance abuse, sex addiction, overspending, overworking, anything like that, that's the type of thing they're actually putting to rest. So as we're delving into like the secrets of these divine masculines and kind of exposing what they are, you may find this divine masculine here, this group, have actually been transforming a lot of things like that in their life. It just feels like a lot of this is behind closed doors. Okay, so it's almost like those behaviors are the things that they are trying to put to rest, transmute, you know. And I just feel they've had a bit of a wake-up call about that behavior and that kind of lifestyle. You know, doing anything toxic to excess, the devil is about, you know, and it almost feel, I mean, this could even be like their guardian angels here has given them this wake-up call that, you know, that's leading down a really bad path for them. You know, it's something that they need to move away from, like the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about kind of coming out of stormy, choppy waters, which I just feel the divine masculines here had a really like turbulent kind of lifestyle. So that could be like a lot of partying, drugs, you know, codependent relationships as well. You know, it's just turbulence around them, and they're wanting to move away from that. They're being guided to move away from that into like the peacefulness of, you know, this lake. I just feel that they need more peace around them, and that's what they're actually working towards at the moment. So, you know, as we're kind of looking into what the untold truth is, what you may not know so far is this divine masculine here is actually doing making a lot of changes in their life. And I just feel they have had so much toxicity around them. But it's the death of that, you know, and it's this reawakening, like a new lifestyle. I don't feel like this group even really looked after themselves. Like, I don't think they were kind of eating right. I don't think they were sleeping right. Hanging around with a lot of toxic people. Guys, seeing as this live's like for everyone today, go and hit the thumbs up button for me. I really appreciate it, loves, because it really helps YouTube recommend the video to people and everyone find it and the channel grow, and it's just such a wee quick free way to help support the channel. So I'd love you forever if you give me a little thumbs up, my loves. Let's get to at least 100. So they're moving away from that. So actually, got to commend this group of divine masculines, because I feel this has been a lot of work here. And take it how it resonates, you know, it'll be different for all the divine masculines lifestyle here, but it feels like whatever they were like involved in was kind of getting them towards the brink of like destruction here. So moving away from that, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like getting help around them for some people. It's something they've been battling for like a long time, because it just feels like kind of moving away at times, like moving away from that kind of lifestyle, you know, then like dabbling again, then moving away, then dabbling. But well, the energy I'm getting from this is that they're kind of overcoming, like winning, you know, that kind of lifestyle, addictions, whatever it may be. They're actually like overcoming that. So let's see what else we get. Could well be moving away from, like I said, a codependent relationship. But they're guided to close the distance between you, divine feminines. I mean, as if we needed like, I mean, could we get any more of a clarifier than this? So it's just saying like, moving closer to you, divine feminines, here you show up, the Empress. That's where they're being guided to. And as I said, feel like a huge wake-up call. I'm honestly getting some of these divine masculines, you know, if it was like drink, drugs and things like that, the wake-up call has been like some kind of overdose I'm getting. You know, it's that kind of near-death experience I'm actually getting for this group. And yeah, it's like, whoa, light bulb moment. It's divine feminine, my Empress, you know, is who soothes me, who I want to be with, who I've been trying to resist for so long, you know, that type of thing. You are the embodiment of all the queens here, divine feminine. You know, I just saw something about sleep in the comments as well, and I'm getting that devil energy. I think I mentioned it earlier, but like a lot of sleepless nights, just not sleeping right as well. To this person, you are everything. You know, you are the embodiment of all the queens. You are sitting on that throne. You are beautiful, confident. See, the thing is, like, I feel you take care of yourself really well. You eat right. You try and sleep right. You know, you work hard, but not too hard. Like, you kind of, you're almost like the antithesis of this person, how they've been in the past. Like, everything to kind of excess. Quite an impulsive lifestyle, I just feel. That's how they've been, and you're like the antithesis, you know, you're kind of like this angel. And that's why the secret is, well, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. They've been making some serious changes to their life, and they're like on their way to you to like figure this out. Bridge that gap between the two of you. So, as I said at the start as well, for some of you, if you are long distance, and maybe across water like this, this could well be something that they are planning. Now, there are obviously like restrictions in the world with the way things are, but you know, things are kind of lifting, and you know, it might be something they're planning for some time in the future. But I do feel some of them, it's like planning a kind of surprise trip to be with you, to come towards you. The Magician. See, this is a lot to do with secrets actually, because you know, the Magician is someone who uses like sleight of hand a lot. So it's almost like, you know, a magician's like, oh, pay attention to this, and you're not seeing like the actual trick being done. So there's very much like almost like divine masculines kind of distracting you with something else here, and then like behind the scenes there's a huge amount of change going on here. In fact, I've just noticed we've had 4 major arcanas out of 5 cards. 4 in a row. Death, Judgment, Devil, Empress. Like a dramatic change in this person's life. But they really needed that, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, the energy is kind of crazy here. Like, it's just a dramatic change in energy for this group. So what you're not seeing from this person, it feels like, is all the kind of changes they're making, all the, you know, the Magician's got all the tools here, and it's almost like making their life kind of shipshape, trying to get things in order, manifesting this, you know. Your connection, this infinity sign here, you know, you are the one on this divine masculine's mind. You know, you're showing up here. In fact, yeah, I just can't believe how many like major arcanas are here. It's crazy. You know, what a lot of them are not revealing to you is that your connection is all they can think about. You know, it's like on their mind all the time, almost literally with this card. And I feel this group are actually trying to like, it's kind of like make space in their life for you. So like I said, kind of getting rid of like codependent relationships they may have been in with a karmic, getting rid of like addictions and things like that, because they don't want you like around that. So I just feel this person trying to that's the message I keep getting, trying to make their life shipshape. It's like doing this kind of big clean out of their life. The Magician's also about communication as well. So some of you here, if you're not in communication with your divine masculine, that's another thing that's been hidden. They want to communicate, and you know, I feel they're going to communicate here, especially with the Six of Swords. Like they want to be closer with you. So if they're not speaking just now, it's like kind of almost like he's got this kind of wand, waving this wand like about to take action, but it's maybe not been revealed just now. So I would say communication is coming for those of you in non-communication. For those of you who are in communication, I just feel you're going to notice like a big change in this person. There's been a huge amount of like energy change going on here, changes made in their life, just a dramatic kind of a dramatic change here for this group, really. Whoa, leaping out there. And I was just about to say as well, before we get into this card, the ones that are in a karmic relationship, if it is pretty toxic. Oh, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Sorry, I get so into the readings, I missed that. Heather, thank you so much. Heather, I think I'm doing a reading for you soon, am I not? There's another Heather. It's so weird because like despite the fact that they may be with like another person, they see that other person as the devil and they see you as like the angel, you know? So like I said, source really guiding this person to move away from things like that and being guided back to you. And this Six of Cups here, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What are you guys laughing at? Returning here, like literally, you know, a reconciliation, reunion energy going on here. Some of you may have known each other since childhood, actually, I'm just getting. But this is a very sweet, innocent love, a pure love, you know. The nostalgic thoughts going on here, the reminiscing. I can't help feeling that some in this group, you know, have had that kind of like, almost like near-death experience. It's like, you know, overdosing or something in their lifestyle that led to some quite a dangerous situation, I just feel. And, you know, when people go through something like that, it really, you know, it may not be as dramatic as that, but I'm getting some of them, it is. But, you know, something like that, it makes people think who they truly want to be with, who they truly, you know, who truly matters to them. It puts everything into perspective, all right? So, I mean, this all I can really say is this person's on the way here, and possibly with a lot of apologies to you, showing up with a little bunch of flowers here, about the way they have acted. And I just feel in this group, some of them may have been quite nasty towards you, like the way they've spoken things that they want to apologize for. Because if there is substance abuse going on here as well, you know, a lot of people, obviously it affects the way they think and things they say, and they wouldn't normally say things that they would say if they're under the influence. You know, I'm getting that here as well. It's just really kind of wanting to make things up to you. I just feel, I mean, a lot to do with the secrets going on here. Is that this person just hasn't revealed this to you, like the changes they've made, the movement that they're making away from that toxicity, from those relationships and things. They haven't revealed that to you. But let's just say they're going to, you know. And I just feel with the Magician as well, because this is, it can be an entertainer, you know, maybe your divine masculine's in the public eye in some way, but I feel like an announcement with this. So for some of you, if you have felt like you are you're kind of the secret, you know, within this connection, yeah? Like you're the secret. Maybe they were with a karmic and it was all kind of like under wraps and, you know, they knew where they should be, but they weren't, you know, that type of thing. I just feel some of them are going to be making like an announcement about the two of you, like, you know, like, no, like, we're back together now. It's, you know, it's us two. It just feels like. Let's get one more. But I just can't believe all the major arcanas here. I mean, this is like, you know how I recorded that storm video a few weeks ago, and it just feels like something major is brewing and changing in the universe. And in this group, it is that like intensity of powerful things are happening. It feels like Temperance. Yeah, so major amount of healing going on around this. Patience, divine timing, which I know nobody likes, but this is what I was saying about a lot of things being like behind closed doors, you know, the sleight of hand of the magician. You're almost not looking at the connection, and then all these things changes and you're looking at something else. This is like what's going on here, you know. It's like the divine is at work with this connection, you know, and that's hidden from you, you know, until it shows up, until this divine masculine's on this boat here to you and showing up with these wee bunch of flowers. Some of you, that really could be literal, like, you know, if they're close to you, like bringing flowers with them. So Sagittarius energy here for me as well. I would say this is Two of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. You know, I'm drawn to the third eye chakra here, this kind of enlightenment bit here. And the angels around us again, you know, I just feel some in this group here have had like a huge kind of epiphany here, and it really could be, I mean, if your divine masculine's quite spiritual, some of them are, it feels like kind of you know, their guides or the guardian angels or something around them that they are like connected to, that they are really listening to, something like that. You know, and this light looks like a little crown here at the back. I've never really kind of been drawn to that before. It's like, you know, the crown of the Empress here. Trying to give them that spiritual intuition of, look, you know, you're always connected to, who can you never forget about, you know. It's like just kind of pushing that into the forefront of their mind more. Certainly there's quite a bit of water imagery around here in the Judgment card, Six of Swords, Temperance, and you could live close to water. Water is a very healing, which is what this card is about as well. I just feel, if you look at this card, there's this toe being dipped in the water here. And that's kind of what I feel like a lot of the masculines here are going to be doing, like dipping their toe back in the water. So like, if you've not spoken for a long time, it's that kind of like text out of nowhere, that kind of, oh, hi, how are you type thing. Dipping their toe back in the water here. For me, this Temperance is healing. I do get like a lot of detox around that. And with the Devil being here, like I said, and death, I feel some of them here have gone to like a rehab of some sort. So it's like drying out, you know what I mean? Like a detox going on around here. And it could be a detox and healing from a really toxic relationship, as I said. Someone who they really felt, it just feels, if you see the chains here, someone who they were, you know, almost shackled to like that. Someone who they felt they couldn't get away from. You know, like a karmic person that they wanted to leave, but they felt stuck, trapped, bound in some way. Almost like a prisoner, you know? And if someone's gone through like a really kind of bad relationship like that, you know, they have had to go through a lot of healing here. So I think we'll get into some confessions. What, seeing as we're looking at the secrets of this divine masculine, you know, what do they want to confess? Let's take a nosy into this. But oh my god, huge stuff happening in this group, huge. And you know, you really aren't seeing a lot of this. It isn't being revealed, but it's about to be. Yeah. Okay, let's get some confessions from this group of divine masculines. I have pain I haven't healed from my past. So, a lot to do with what this temperance is about is trying to heal from that, is trying to like transmute that, get rid of it, so they don't keep bringing it into your connection. Yeah, I'm just drawn to like the child in the boat here. For a lot of them, this is childhood pain, so take that how it resonates, guys. Could be like neglect, abuse, that type of thing here. And if they are dabbling in substance abuse and things like that as well, that's what they use to almost like self-medicate, you know, to heal as well. It's to take that pain away, to distract themselves from it, you know. Yeah, it's a coping mechanism. It's self-medicating, you know. It's trying to block out things like that. But as I said, there's been a huge change around that for this group. For that magician card as well, I'm just getting like, I mean, your divine masculine may be like a public speaker, work in the music industry, maybe actually be an entertainer in some way like that. Could actually be a magician, but someone who's kind of like on stage in some sort of way, social media, public figure type of thing. I ran because I was in denial of my own emotions. Yes, now they were. And a lot to do with that here seems to be, you know, from this pain of the past. This person really didn't like to feel anything, you know, and so they would try anything and everything to block out feeling, to block out the emotions. Okay, so I am really strongly getting today here this kind of turning to drugs, drink, things like that, to block that out, to block out their emotions, to deny it, to kind of to run from it, you know, because they weren't healed. For some of them, go into a karmic relationship as well, you know, was trying to deny you and who they knew deep down they were always drawn to, you know, they were always connected to, they could never forget about. You know, it was denying this angel and going to this devil here, because that's how they felt, you know. If someone's in a really toxic relationship as well like that, just look at that for what it is. Like, if they're with someone who's terrible towards them, it's because they feel terrible about themselves, and that's kind of how they view themselves, and that's how they view like what they deserve, you know. We like accept the love we think we deserve. So if you're divine masculines with someone who you know, was really pretty horrible to them, I just feel it's because of reasons like that. The devil is about you know, releasing yourself from that self-imposed bondage. So yeah, releasing these relationships and toxicities. That's a little bit of like why they were kind of doing those things. But they don't want to run anymore. And what they want to do is come forward to you. They want to be closer, you know. I know you're the type of woman I need in my life. You know, this is like the, I know you're the type of woman I want to marry, or man if you're a male divine feminine. You know, take it how it resonates. They have that inner knowing. They're going through that awakening. They're sort of listening to their inner selves more, to their intuition, to their guides, because this group have been blocking that type of thing out for a long time, you know. So they know this, they know. And so that's another thing, what they're not revealing to you, for a lot of you, is that they already know that. But they were in a lot of denial, but they know that. So I'm exposing their secrets today. Hence why they're getting this like internal pull towards you, but almost like physical, because I do keep getting this like travel and show up at your door type thing. You know, that kind of magnetic like pull. Yeah. I mentioned this abuse earlier, like neglect abuse. It's coming up sexual abuse. So yeah, for some of them here, that is the pain that they haven't healed from the past. You know, that's what they've been working through, letting go of, you know, transmuting, working through. But yeah, I knew there was like abuse somewhere here, so I'm not surprised this has come up. And you know, a lot of them are trying to suppress the pain and all the emotions from things like that. But then that affects your connection as well, because it's like this person wanted to be like a zombie, wanted to be like numb, you know, didn't want to feel anything. So then they'd like deny and push you away, you know. So pretty heavy stuff, but all I can say, again, just to reiterate, is that there's just been a huge kind of purge of that pain, of that hurt, of that, because I just feel, this is the words I'm getting, that almost destroyed this person. Like, it's actually really upsetting, this. Ugh. But never mind, because we're getting into good times now, you know, like the light's coming out here. And they really have been protected, you know. I feel, I mean, the angels look after these connections anyway, but I feel, in particular, the divine masculines here really have had people looking down on them from above, like looking after them, because they needed that, you know. Could even be past relatives that they may you know, have had like a parent looking over them here. I'm gonna get some maternal messages. So just to let you know, members, the next time I do a live, I will do it members only chat, guys, just because that's one of your perks. I did click that, but it didn't work today. We're having YouTube technical issues, hence why the live before was all screechy and weird. So just so you know, I will be doing that extra for you, my loves. I really hate not communicating as much as I want to, of course. That's what I was saying. It's like, you know, I mentioned with the magician, them, because this is about communication, it's Mercury, it's communication, them hiding the fact that they want to talk, that they're about to talk, you know, because they hate it just as much as you do. you know. I know I didn't do these cards obviously, but I know there's a grammatical error on there just before anyone like points that out. But yeah, so that's the secret here too. Oh, RB, welcome to the members club. Woo woo. Thank you so much for joining. RB, yes. That is the secret, you know. They hate it just as much as divine feminines do. But you know, divine masculines are crazy good at hiding their emotions, as I'm sure you guys know. So just never think like when they're not talking to you, try not to look at it like they don't care. I'm not important, they're just messing me around or whatever. Because if they're a true divine masculine, that's not what they're doing. There's a lot of like soul work going on, you know, their soul guides them to do things to heal you and them, you know. But so just know it's not that they don't want to talk to you at all. It's not that. They hate it as well. But you know, everything happens for a reason, doesn't it, guys? So and that's why in the Magician card as well, you know, like I said, your connection is on their mind. It's always there. It's always there. And it's always like, whoa, within them to kind of, it's always like nagging at them. That's the word I'm looking for. Like nagging at them to reach out. Whether that's just communicate if they haven't at all, or just communicate more. It is always like kind of bugging them to do that. And they'll do it when they can, you know. Divine masculines just are the weaker out of the two, and a lot of the times they're not ready. And I know people get pissed off in the comments and stuff, but it's, you know, it's just the way it is with these connections, because you're far stronger as divine feminines. And, you know, if you don't like want to kind of like wait on this person until they are ready, you're totally free, you know, to go where you're guided, to go where makes you happy. You know, there's just some people that leave like really kind of awful comments about their divine masculines, and I know they're hurt and frustrated and stuff, but it's still no excuse. So I just want to throw that in there. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. Keep being drawn back to this wee Magician here, but as I said, there's like an announcement about that. Like them wanting to say, like go public with this. Like, we are a couple. This is where it's at. You know, they don't want to hide it anymore. So if you've just joined, I was saying earlier, like you may be almost like a little secret, you know, and they've kept you kind of on the sidelines, and they don't want to do that anymore. It's like they want, because there's this trumpet here about an announcement, you know, it's like they want to shout it from the rooftops here. So if you've been like that with your divine masculine on the kind of sidelines for some whatever reason it is in your connection, I don't think they're going to be hiding that for much longer. I really don't. How long have I been on here, loves? I hope this is all making sense. I can't really check the comments much, but I got really kind of like flustered about the live not working earlier. Oh, yeah. I've thought about surprising you with a date. This is the type of thing I kept getting at the beginning. This surprise trip, or this surprise like showing up at your house with flowers. It is that kind of date vibe. Again, you know, it's something they haven't revealed to you. It is a lot of things they're keeping under wraps, you know, keeping it a secret. But so a lot of them have thought about this with you, and it is that showing up, you know, it may not actually be with flowers, but it may be. But even if it's not, it's that kind of wanting to be chivalrous with you, you know, wanting to basically kind of spoil you, you know, wanting to make things up to you. I just feel in this group, if you're watching, if this is resonating with you, I know these connections are really difficult a lot of the times, but in this group in particular, I honestly feel like you've been to hell and back with this person. You know, hence this devil showing up here as well. I mean, this just feels really a hard slog, you know? It could be years this has gone on with you. A lot of like heartache and destruction. Thank you so much, Eva. You know, chat really is members only, is it? Oh God, guys, I'm so confused. Okay, well that's cool. Thank you for letting me know, Eva. I've just had so many technical issues going on today. But well, welcome to all the new members. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate the support, guys, as well. And just to say, I don't want to get emotional or anything, but I really do appreciate it, because you're probably like, you know, I just go on about it a lot because I haven't really, I don't want to be all woe is me, but I haven't really had a lot of like encouragement and support with this work, you know, from people I knew and things like that, that I would have liked. So to get it from, and you guys don't even know me and you support me so much, like it really means a lot to me. It really does. I think we'll get, so yeah, sorry if I've been like spraffing about the, spraffing means going on in Scottish, but spraffing about the members only chat, but it didn't look like it was working. And I'm really conscious of like trying to do everything right, you know. It was you, it was always you. And I said that when we got this Empress card out. This person has always known that. May have kept that as a secret from you and themselves. You know, they may have been trying to push that down and down and down. That little voice inside of them, you know, and trying to go off on their little adventures with other people and stuff like that. They always knew that, and it's like they're finally just admitting that to themselves. Big, huge, like, epiphanies going on here for this person, but they have always known that. And even if they were with someone else here, they've always known, like, the two of you would come back together. It is inevitable. You know, I always say a lot of the time it's not if, it's when. So there is a lot of this, like, because these connections are to do with energy and things, you know, it's more about just divine masculines and feminines, you know, being in the right energy within themselves. You know, it's hard, the timing of these, because it's not as black and white as other just normal connections. I mean, these are like divine, you know, these are, you are one soul and everything. So it's a lot to do with you know, with that type of work. It's you know, there are higher things than us that know when is the right time for you guys to come back together, is what I'm trying to say. Let's get some angel guidance on this, because there's angels all around this reading. Getting to know each other was flipped over there. I'm going to shuffle properly, but you know, it just feels like you will have, you know, a stronger reunion where even if you've known this person for like years, you know, you'll start to know them in a way that you never knew before. And like I said, I'm getting so much about addictions and things here. If they've finally kind of started to remove that from their life, which I'm really getting from this, you will know them in a way that you've never known before, because like they'll be thinking clearer, they'll be acting you know, in a way that is what am I trying to say, like, you know, they won't be clouded by anything anymore. So let's get some romance angels. What do you want to say about this? What secrets do we have to reveal? What is the guidance? release your ex, which a lot of them here are doing. They're freeing themselves up from that toxicity, from those like codependent relationships, because that kind of, if people are really codependent like that, that really kind of keeps them, you know, it does keep them bound to each other. But like I said, this is freeing themselves up from that, and here it comes again, like they are letting go of that, which makes them free to move forward with you and things. But, you know, I mentioned earlier, for the ones that are coming out of those types of relationships, they're gonna need some time to heal, you know. I don't think any of you would expect this, but if it's been really quite traumatic for them, they're not gonna be able to just kind of like come straight forward to you. You know, they are gonna need like some kind of time to heal and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's getting there. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Well, I feel this is what a lot of you are going through currently. And it's almost like, you know, this person's moving away from that in their little boat, like kind of moving away from the horizon of this separation, because this is about being closer. It's closing the separation, you know. So yeah, some of you here may not be in communication with your divine masculine at the moment, but you know, you're about to be surprised here. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. So I was going to mention that with the Six of Cups as well. I kind of forgot to say it, but that can be about like past life love, you know, knowing each other many lifetimes, always finding each other and coming back together, which is like the beautiful thing about twin flame connections, you know. So a strong bond, compatibility, familiarity with each other. And you know, that's why I think I was guided to point out today that it's like your connection, as much as you may feel that it's always on your mind, divine feminines, you know, I know it can be like, you think about it a lot and things like that. It's actually on the divine masculine's mind just as much. It's like all the time, I just feel. But they may not have revealed that to you yet. How long have I been on for, loves? Do you want do you want some heart oracles? Is this going on too long for you? Some people don't like the lives because they're too long. I don't know. We could look into the heart space a wee bit. I'm almost being guided to just leave it at that. I'll leave it up to the chat, guys. What do you think? Oracles. Okay. Okay. Well, my little members here want the oracles. Okay. Let's get into this, into the untold truth of the heart here. So, as this whole reading's been about, we're going to expose the real truth of what's going on in this divine masculine's life here. So, what's not being revealed here? Make it clear. What's the untold truth of their heart? So, as what comes up a lot here, okay, and I feel like it's to do with these cards as well, is the rejection. It's the irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. It comes up time and time again for the divine, exposing the divine masculine. I know I am. It comes up time and time again for them because it's such like a core wound, and it could be from many lifetimes with you, you know? And maybe there had been some rejection in another lifetime with you, or something happened, but it's like really deep-seated. And, you know, it is irrational, and that's why even when the Divine Feminine's really kind of obvious, they wouldn't reject them. It's still this little voice that's in their head, this little devil, like, you know, fucking them up, basically. Some of, you know, it's that like, oh no, this like little seeded doubts growing in my mind here. You know, she might say no after all this time. There maybe has been too much damage done. It's still in here, but, and it is to do with this pain from the past, not being able to kind of trust people around them, especially growing up and things like that. You know, it's just kind of trying to run from themselves. You know, it's that fear. It's running before they get rejected. It's that irrational kind of fear. And, you know, if your Divine Masculine did suffer through sexual abuse, that came up here as well, that's, you know, it makes them not like have severe trust issues, you know, even though they know deep down that's always you, you know, and that's where they want to be. There's just that little, like, just that fear, you know, but just something that they are healing through just now as well. Almost kind of trying to transmute that little voice that they hear about that, you know, it's, yeah. Whoa. Oh, I need to find this card. Okay. Intimacy, closeness, sexuality, seclusion. You know, the devil's all about passion as well. So they're craving that. They're craving that with you. So some of you may, oh, I've got low battery. Oh God, I hope this doesn't die. Actually, guys, let me just plug in my, let's just charge this up. Because I don't want any more technical issues happening here. I can't even upload the thumbnail for this. It was so weird. Okay, so some of you may have never been, you know, sexually intimate with your Divine Masculine, but that's what they're craving. You know, and even if you have been recently, it's just a little thing coming up here that they you know, they very much like desire you all the time. And like I said, the Six of Swords is about emotional and physical closeness. The bottom line is they want to be close to you, you know, they want to, it really feels like just be the two of you secluded away somewhere. Honestly, you know, this surprise date thing, this trip, it could be like a boat trip you guys take or something. I'm just feeling like somewhere where it almost would be like a little secluded island, you know, like it could be like a little rowboat that you get over to it, like rowing over to it. It's kind of weird. Confessions. This is my confession. Unexpected message, unveiling, justification. I told you that that's one of the major secrets here, is that they're going to, you are going to receive this unexpected communication, because they do want to as much as you do. They hate, if you've just joined, they hate not communicating as much as, you know, they want to. So expect this, guys. Expect the unexpected. Expect this little unexpected, like, ping on your phone, text, call. Honestly though, I do feel for a lot here, it could be showing up at your door. It just feels like it's just something out of nowhere. And again, along with this Magician card, I'm getting, because the microphone here, like the music industry, or just being on stage in some kind of way with this. So take that if it resonates for your divine masculines here. Yeah, unexpected communication for those of you who are waiting for that coming through here. Just something about the timing of that, I feel. Something like they're trying to get in order first before they do kind of reach out or, you know, say what they really want with you, you know. It's something they're kind of, I don't know what it is, to be honest. It just feels something they're waiting on to do. Interesting. Just trying to get their life in order in some kind of way. But as I mentioned, you know, for some of them, that could be because they're actually like in rehab, detoxing or something just now. I knew this flipped over here. Pride, ego, arrogance, stubborn love. So you could be dealing with a Leo as well. So it's that kind of ego talk, you know, kind of being in their ego at times that makes them doubt things, that gives them this irrational fear of rejection. It's that ego talk, you know. So learning to overcome that. Some of your divine masculines could be quite kind of arrogant, quite cocky. I feel, especially if they are in the public eye in some way, because, you know, they're just gonna get a bit like that, you know, a bit like, especially if they have kind of groupies or something, and stubborn to love, you know, because as in like stubborn to accepting it from people, you know, strong resistance to love. And a lot of that here is because of this pain from the past, you know. It's so like kind of, no, I don't want to feel love. I'm not going to accept this, because if there's, you know, if there's any possibility of love, there's this possibility of rejection, pain. I can't trust anyone. There's a lot to do with that. And it really does stem from kind of childhood with this group, I would say. So they've got like years of that thinking kind of ingrained in them. But, you know, as I said, they're learning to overcome that. They're learning to like actually be kind of more open and feel this intimacy with you and be closer to you, and, you know, heal that kind of thinking, that past pain. And this is why, like I said, it's like they're finally accepting, you know, it is. I've tried to push this away. I've tried to be with other people. I've tried to go to other substances, you know, and they're finally like accepting it's you that they have to be with, you know. It's up from day one, you know. It's like they've loved you from day one here. So I would also say expect a kind of confession around that type of topic. You know, like, I've loved you from day one. I always knew it was you. I always knew you were the type of person I wanted to be with, marry, that type of thing. It's gonna be something unexpected, you know. It's just gonna come out of nowhere, like a bolt out of the blue here. But yeah, guys, probably gonna leave it here. I think this has been long enough. But it's almost like kind of just before I go, suddenly kind of confessing to themselves, like to their heart, like, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, this is how I really feel, and I'm not gonna like deny it anymore, and I'm not gonna try and push it away anymore. It's having that kind of truth revealed to themselves, if you know what I mean. Like, if you got all these women, go and leave me alone. Oh. Just reading that comment there. Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, divine feminines have loads of options, you know. Just sometimes that comes up in the readings about divine masculines having options. It's sort of the divine feminines too, obviously, but you know, you're just more sensible about things than a lot of the divine masculines, you know, and tends to be more the divine masculines who really kind of go to these low vibe other relationships from what I've seen, you know, and people I've worked with, like you know, divine feminines, I'm not saying this is always true, but tend to kind of, they'll date, you know, they'll do whatever, but it's just overwhelmingly more the divine masculines who, they need more of the lessons, so they go to people, you know, more people and more low vibe people, because they have bigger lessons to learn, you know, and they seem to need to learn more like what they don't want, you know, and kind of patterns that they kept repeating, is they tend to need to do that more over than like the divine feminine. So yeah, of course you guys have options. I mean, you're stunning, you're like this empress, of course you do. But yeah, so guys, I hope this helped. Something a wee bit different, just kind of having a little nosy into divine masculine's life and what are, you know, what are the secrets here. And there's a lot that's been exposed here, and there's a lot that's going to come through, going to confess here, you know. So I think we'll leave it here. Thank you so much to the new members. Thank you for joining me. Again, I just wanted to say sorry about the technical issues at the start. I don't know what happened, guys, but thank you to everyone who has become members, especially today as well. Welcome. And yeah, I think we'll leave it here, loves, but thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I know you're probably so sick of hearing YouTubers bang on about that, but it is because it just really does help the video like be recommended to people and things, and you know, it helps, like, yeah, people find the message, the channel grow, you know, that type of thing. So it is a really little quick handy way to just kind of help the channel. But yeah, I'll go now, guys. I've been rabbiting on long enough now, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't as well, and put your notifications on so you find all the videos, because they get hidden too. They're not all shown like on the homepage and stuff. It's all kind of weird, guys. So make sure you got all your notifications on, and I will speak to you all really soon. Take care, lovelies. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you all soon.